solo figura buen trato, es puro sentimiento, con todo lo que digo no miento. Te quiero dejar en lo más alto y no me jacto. Baby, te enseño a bailar lento, muy lento, bebé. Toda la noche y de esto no me arrepiento. Si él quiere algo estaré para él.
The views, opinions, and representations expressed on the Night Dreams Talk Radio Network and its website are those of the hosts, guests, and participants, and are not necessarily those of or endorsed by the network, its affiliated stations and broadcasts, the management, other hosts, or advertisers of the network. The shows found on the Night Dreams Talk Radio Network can, but do not necessarily, promote any particular lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition or give any medical or legal advice.
You're listening to my friend Gary Anderson on Night Dreams Talk Radio, the best in paranormal radio.
Well, hi, everybody. This is Gary down at Night Dreams at the compound down at the harbor. Beautiful weather the last couple days here at the harbor. Boy, this time of year, it just almost feels like summer. We hit 77 degrees. That is so awesome, but so crazy because normally this time of year, our temperatures would be in the 40s. Last year, we hit 97 in March, towards the end of March. Something is going on. Earth changes, yet certain people in the government don't realize things are happening way faster than we ever thought. Hey, we got a great guest tonight. We have Don-Mathis. We're going to be talking about abductions, what happened to him, and what's been going on all his whole life right after this.
You can advertise your business on Night Dreams Talk Radio, and you will be heard worldwide. Why not contact us at nightdreamstalkradio@gmail.com.
And I am back. Hey, Don, my friend. How you doing, brother?
How are you doing, Gary?
I am doing good. I'm still trying to get rid of this flu, which, you know, it's funny. My daughter got it. One of my sons got it. They had it for 3 days. I'm pushing now number 8.
Oh, wow. That's a little long.
I guess age has something to do with it, you know?
Yeah, maybe just a little.
Well, I think it has a lot to do with it. Anyway, a lot, trust me. At least I can still find my car keys and motorcycle keys without, having to get a metal detector. But Don.
So how's it? So how are you doing?
I'm doing.
How is the weather? 75 degrees, huh?
It hit 77 today. It's crazy.
77. Wow.
Yeah. And then
we're in the 60s.
And then,
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying 3 weeks ago we had 2.5 feet of snow come down in one day.
Oh, wow.
We
rarely see a little snow here. But
what part of the country are you in, Don?
Southern Indiana. And, the winters here just ain't been the same. I mean, like they used to be. We ain't seen a lot of snow.
One thing that happened here a couple months ago, which we never had over here, and especially in Washington, we had a tornado come down in a town about 9 miles from where I live. It tore some roofs off. It actually injured one person and took out a business strip, and then it left. But we never have tornadoes, and that's the first one ever documented here.
Wow. In Washington, that's all rain, but no tornadoes. Yeah, we just had one here last week. I guess it was touchdown. It's probably about 6 miles from here. Just an F1, but still,
it's something.
Tornado.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if we're going to be getting more of those. Where I'm going to get surprised is come June and July if we get snow.
Oh, wow. See, in the Bibles, it says, something about the seasons changing and stuff, I guess.
Oh, yeah. And the magnetic field's changing everything. Antarctica's melting and breaking up.
Hey, that's true, though,
So, how old were you when you had your first alien experience, Don?
I had to have been probably 5 or 6, my guesstimation, because I ain't seen my dad in that long, and that's how I know about what age, it happened.
What were you?
But, I'm guessing about 5.
What were you doing when it happened?
Well, I used to sleep in a bunk bed in a room with my brother, but I fell off the top bunk and started sleeping in my mom's room. She had a little bed, like at the foot of her bed, that had plastic on it. And I started sleeping there because I didn't want to get back up on the top bunk. But one night, I mean, I don't know, I went to sleep, and I remember it was like a dream, and I was coming through like water, coming out of water and looking up at a bright blue sky, just a bright blue light. And next thing I know, I'm on a ship that, to me, I'm thinking a love boat, because I'm 5, 6 years old, you know. But I go down this steps, and it's like the belly of it, and I'm being taken over to a monitor, and I'm being showed like my future life. I don't know, something about my whole future life, and that's what I remember there. Then next thing I know, I'm in like a room or something, and it's bright white, or a big white light's all I remember there. Then coming out of another room, I remember like coming out of another room, and there was yellow lights on the walls of it, like it was like coming through the wall somehow. I don't know, but I make a left and go like to the front of the ship, and there's a captain, and there's a blonde-haired lady that I'm guessing is crew, but I can't look beside me, but it feels like there's somebody else beside me. I don't know, maybe more people. But the next thing I know, I wake up and I'm floating at the head of Mom's bed with my back against the bedroom window, sitting there staring at the panel wall across the room. And what's crazy is everything's perfect. I mean, just I could see Mom's dresser, Mom's makeup case, her jewelry box. I can see her bed, and I can see like the doorway going to my brother's room there. The bathroom light to my room, or to my right, is that's how I'm seeing, is the door is open and it's reflecting off everything. And I'm an artist, and it's everything's just detailed perfect. But I sit there and float for what felt like, I don't know, forever. But until I watched my brother go to the bathroom and the light goes out. So I'm sitting there floating in the dark for, it felt like months. I don't know, Gary, months. But next thing you know, the light's back, and I watch my brother go back to his bedroom. And I continue to sit there and float, staring at that panel wall across the room. And what's crazy, it just, I was paralyzed, but I had no control. I could move my eyes, but not my head. But next thing I know, I'm being pulled, like, back to where I'm sleeping there. And I'm being turned on my side floating. And I can see the hallway going into the kitchen. And I'm getting close to where I'm sleeping. I'm turned on my stomach. And my vision goes to the hallway going into the living room. And then in that hallway right there, it took me a minute, because it was like I was coming out of anesthesia. That's the feeling of it, I guess. A daze, like I don't know, dazed feeling. But in that hallway, I seen this thing had a bald head, and its eyebrows or sockets or whatever was protruded. And I could see his right arm, and I could see a little bit past its shoulder. And what's crazy is it took me a second to realize what I was seeing there. But when I did, it looked up, like it felt my fear. And when it looked up, that's when I seen the black slanted eyes that went to, I don't know, like its temples. It's not really just like an almond shaped. It was like, well, it was slanted, like, I don't know, the eyes would be, but Chinese or whatever. But then I woke up, and I thought it was just the weirdest thing ever, dream ever. But then later on, it happened to me again at my dad's.
The same thing? You were abducted again?
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's what I figure, because I would sleep on the couch right there. I'd go stay every other weekend. And my dad and Kathy, they must have went to bed in Dillman, because my brother. But when I woke up, because everybody was there, then I woke up and it was all dark. But what I felt was something come from the closed front end porch to the back of my head there, and I could not move to turn around to see. The next thing I remember is sitting there floating across the room, staring at the pale green phone that would sit up on the wall, or one of them old phones that got the dial 222 or whatever.
Yeah, the old rotary phone.
As a kid, I used to look up at it, but now I'm floating head high with it. And it's like the door to the garage right there. But I sit there and float for like the first time, like forever, what it felt like no time. I don't know. Time wasn't there, manipulated. But I'm being pulled through the kitchen, and I can see the hutch on the left and or china cabinet on the left and hutch on the right. And I see the kitchen table. I mean, everything. Dad had a pole light that shined through the kitchen right there, and it put a hazy dim light in there. But I'm being pulled through the kitchen. I can see the refrigerator, the magnets. I mean, everything just detailed perfect, you know, because I'm an artist. And at this angle, I mean, everything's just perfect as it would look like. And I'm being pulled back to the front entrance of the kitchen to the living room. And I could see the Hot Wheels and Pringles can that I was playing with right there on the coffee table. And my vision goes in front of the porch, the darkness of it. And I felt it. I did not see it, but I felt it. And next thing you know, I wake up, and that's the two, I mean, that right there when I was young that happened that I just kept. I didn't, you know, they was like dreams, but they wasn't. Everything was too vivid, too vivid. And then 30 years later, you know, I realized that something happened because I watched this documentary on this abduction, or outer-body experience, maybe both in one. But I go to my mom and laughing, saying, Mom, you know, I think I've been abducted, you know, just laughing, not thinking that, you know, after telling her both accounts that she said that's crazy because one night she had a dream she was floating up in the linen closet. And that's right in front of the bathroom door. I mean, that's less than 15 feet from where I floated. I mean, it just, I started researching. I mean, what's the odds, you know?
Yeah.
To see that, and I mean, and that's really, it messed me up for a long time.
Now, when you were in the spacecraft, did you notice anything like examining you, or do you remember anything like that? Or
no, I don't. See, I don't remember. No, I don't. I remember being in a room with a white, bright light, then another room that had the dim yellow light in the walls, and I'm coming out of there and making a left and going back up to the front of the ship. But I remember I had to come down in the ship.
Don, you were mentioning at one point that you were able to, they showed you what your life was going to be like. What were they?
My future, yeah.
What were they showing? Do you remember anything of it?
It was like, no, it was like my whole life played out in front of me. And that's what's weird. I mean,